Hello, welcome back. Right, another pickup video today. Again, I'm incredibly grateful to a friend. Rob Hazelby has kindly donated these 5 titles to the cause. I'm going to look at them at some point, do videos on them. Now, again, as usual, if you know of any of these games, then give us a shout. Let me know what they're like, whether or not they're worth checking out, etc., etc., what your memories are of them. And one of the reasons I was meant to do this a few days ago, but it was kind of busy, and I've finally managed to get around to doing it today. In fact, I've been forced to do it because my wife and my youngest daughter are listening to inverted commas music downstairs, and I've had to get out of the room. There's only so many times you can hear Galway Girl on played on repeat. Anyway, so first off, we start with Raster Scan, or Raster Scan, whatever you say it, from Mastertronic. I suppose Raster rhymes with master, so we'll go for Raster Scan. From Mastertronic. I do not know this game at all. Never heard of it. Never heard of it at all. From the screenshots, looks decent enough. Some kind of puzzly stroke maze game. I'll have to check the ones I'm not familiar with out on the RZX archive channel. Just to get a clue as to how to play them, really, and see what they're like. Rent to Kill Rita. Again, one I'm not familiar with. In the screenshots, it looks like your standard sort of isometric fare. I was never particularly good. Well, I was never particularly good at most games, but particularly the isometric games. Although I did play a lot of them, I mastered none of them. So I'm expecting that trend to continue with my efforts to play this one. Looking forward to that. Dynatron Mission. Dunno that one. That looks all right. Sort of mazy, cavey, spacey, up type game. What does that say? Full gravity, anti-gravity pulleys. Oh, that don't look like it's going to be a pain in the arse, does it? But never know. Again, another one not familiar with. So give us a shout if you know of it. Cattrap. This is the Bug Bite release. The original was, I believe it was Domark released it, and it was the result of a designer game competition held in Crash magazine, and this was the winning effort. Now I wonder if the chap who came up with the winning design actually still is part of the specky scene, or whether or not it's long since moved on and doesn't have any sort of like memories, etc. But great to hear from him at some point if he's still around. That is. I have actually reviewed it because I've already got it on a cover tape, a Your Sinclair cover tape, backed with A Nightmare on Robinson Street, and I did that tape sometime last year. But I suppose I'll do the game as a standalone. I wasn't that impressed with it, but you know, what a playground boast for that to have. You know, oh, I designed a game. Kudos, mate. Kudos. Right. And finally, we have Glider Rider. Now, I'm only familiar with this through playing it fleetingly. I was aware of it back in the day, but I didn't actually play it for the first time until a few years ago on emulation. So now I actually own a copy of it. I can actually sort of play it. It's of course by I think it's by Binary Design. This one is, and it's renowned for having a fantastic soundtrack, 128K soundtrack, and it is a fantastic soundtrack. As for the game itself, I'm not too sure how to play it. I didn't fare very well in it last time, but you know, if it's by Binary Design, they are behind one of my in fact, probably my favourite specky game of all time, Xeno, and they were also behind some other pretty classic games, Motos, etc. But before, you know, they get too big, they were also behind Star Wars Droids, and that's one of the worst games I've ever played. Now, that's just a very quick video just to show you these very few items that Rob sent through for me, and that I'm incredibly grateful to him for his generosity that he's shown there, and I will enjoy producing videos on these at some point in the future. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. As I always say, if you're going to subscribe, then make sure you join in the conversation, particularly if you've got any memories of these games that I've just shown you. If you could tell me what the ones I haven't got a clue about are like. So that's Dynatron Mission, Rent a Kill Rita, and Raster Scan. Thank you ever so much. Take care. Goodbye.